We're going live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Spirit Sessions, A View of the Light. We're just waiting to make sure we're all broadcasting live and going on, and then we'll start our day. It's like I said before, it's a new platform, and we're just getting used to it. Today, we're going to talk about working with crystals, Again, please like this up, heart it up, share it out. The winner who has the most shares today will win a mini reading with Bex Marie. Last week's winner we'll announce at the end of the show who shared it. So we're just waiting for some people to join us. And I'm just waiting for the comments to come in. We've got some people in, and I'm just waiting for the comments to come in. Oh, Kendi Lott is here, and Sonia is here. Good morning, everyone. And I'm going to turn off my music. The other thing there. So, crystals. We all love crystals, don't we? We all love crystals. Bex, what's your favorite crystal?
My favorite crystal is my amethyst. It helps me work with the violet flame, and it has Merlin connections because I've opened the Akashic records on it, and it's with me every reading. Very powerful, amazing energy.
That's very magical. Teresa, what's your favorite crystal?
This is my favorite. This is black tourmaline with kyanite because I need to be grounded, protected, and balanced at all times.
That's beautiful. And I have too many to tell you, but I'll show you. This is one of my favorite crystals. This is a large crystal quartz, clear quartz that I got, and it just works with me. I've opened its Akashic records, and it likes to be beside me. So that's my favorite. Crystals, we all really like them, and the question is, why do we like them? I've liked them since I was a child, and I think I was drawn to them. Crystals are the most perfect thing in the universe, in the multiverse, I guess you would say. They seem to be solid, yet they're always growing. They all have their own frequencies, and they vibrate continually at a level that we can't really perceive. We can feel them sometimes if you've ever been in a rock shop, and you can feel them just like you can feel that energy when they're all together. They're just, the colors, they're beautiful, they make us feel good, but we use them every day, and we're surrounded by them every day. From the silica, which makes up glass in our windows, to what we're broadcasting on right now, there's crystals in our computers. The old analog watches have crystal in them because of the piezoelectricity that they can hold. Everybody who was at Atlantis knows that Atlantis was powered by crystals, and that was the power. And of course, if you lived on the Star Trek Enterprise, the dilithium crystals were very important in powering that. Sorry, it's a Star Trek joke. Even the LCD display screens that we have are crystals. So they're everywhere around us. And one of the reasons, I think the other reason we like them around us, and I always have a few around my computer, is crystals with their vibration sort of cancel out the negativity and the things that are bombarding us daily, whether it's from electrical grids or cell tower grids or just kind of negative people in our surrounding area. They kind of transmute it into light. So that's another reason to have them around you and around by you. I live in an area that's on the Canadian Shield, so I am blessed to be. I can go out 2 hours north and go and pick up crystals. I can go onto the rock cuts around my area and grab feldspar, grab all sorts of different crystals around me. There's quartz mines around me too. If you want to buy crystals, a good thing to do is to go to a rocks and minerals show where the rock hounders go. That is probably the place where you're going to see the widest array at the most economical way. If you can only buy one crystal, and I don't know who can only buy one, buy the clear quartz. It's the master healer. It's the one you want around you. You can get them in the tumbled stones, which, you pick them up for 50 cents. Or you can get the crystal points, which I like using when I make my crystal grids. I'm going to see if I can share the screen and show you some pictures, a photo of, let's see if I can get it up here. Oh, come on, photo. Photo's not wanting to show. Okay. I'll get that later for you. The other crystals, I think if you want a personal set, it's nice to have a personal set that corresponds with the chakras in your body that you can carry around with you. So the little tumbled stones are really nice to do that. So the clear crystal. Then the next one I would get, it would be a little tumbled amethyst. Then that corresponds to your third eye chakra. I like finding sodalite or a blue stone like sodalite, lapis lazuli. I have a hard time saying that word. Citron. Citron is a great stone for our solar plexus and for our sacral chakra, but it's also a great stone to have for manifesting. And who doesn't love rose quartz? Now, if I only could carry two on my body, one would be a crystal, clear crystal quartz, and the other would be a pink rose quartz. That's a good one for the heart chakra and the higher heart chakra as well. Lastly, I like to carry a smoky quartz with me. It's a good one for grounding. It's also a good one for the root chakra and for just focus and attention. Now, all these ones are nice. You can carry them around, but there are other things you can do with them. And one of the things you can do with them is put the quartz, just the clear quartz, or these are tumbled stones. You can put them in a pitcher of water and charge your water with them. They're especially good coming up to the full moon, where we can lay all our crystals out to clear them and charge them with that full moon light. But we can also charge our water with the crystals in it. Now, you have to be careful because some crystals are toxic. Bex, you were telling me malachite is toxic. You should never put that in your water. There's a few others. If you're not sure, and really the one that I can tell you is safe is the clear quartz and amethyst and smoky quartz. But if you're not sure, you can put your water down and you can grid them around the water on the outside through the pitcher. That's the safest method. And you can put them in your bath in the same thing. People don't like to just keep your crystals safe from what you may put in your bath water. I just put them in a Ziploc bag and toss them in the water. That way they charge my bath water too, without worrying about them going down the drain or if they're leaching any chemicals or anything. So or they won't be hurt by the salt that I have. Sometimes they can get scored by the salt. I want to read a few comments and questions. We're getting some hearts. And has anybody got some favorite quartz they're showing up? I'm just seeing that Jess Neary is here and Tina Cobb is here. I can't pick a favorite. I know it's like you start out with one and then you end up with bowls and bowls. You know those glass vases? Have you got one of those glass? I just fill glass vases full of them. Oh, selenite. Oh yeah, never get your selenite wet. And it's too soft. And selenite's a great one for your crown chakra. And it's very soft and it's easily broken. It's easily scratched too. It's a gypsum. It's a very soft one compared to your nice clear crystal quartz. But I like sleeping with these under my bed. as well. I put them between my mattress and the box springs sometimes, the Princess and the Pea effect, and it doesn't keep me awake. One else was we were thinking about was iron pyrite. We like iron pyrite for grounding. It's if you're feeling really, really stressed, just holding the iron pyrite will bring it'll help ground your energy down. And it's a good one to put at the end of your bed. I put that at my end of my bed where my feet are, and I put a rose quartz around my heart chakra on my bed, and I'll put a selenite sometimes, and not in my pillow because it gets a little uncomfortable, but I'll grid underneath. So it's quite a lot of fun. And today we've got, and that's just a little primer. So moldavite. I don't have any moldavite, Jess. I wish I did. But, oh, look.
I have some, yeah. I took it off because it's such high energy that it could actually throw off the whole feed right now. So I took it off, but I keep it at least somewhere around me.
Good thought. Have you ever, like, I go to my local rock shops to get them. You can buy them through Etsy is another good place to go and look for whatever you want. You got to be careful that I like making sure that they're genuine and they're not dyed, because sometimes they'll dye clear ones. So look at the source. If you're getting it from a reputable dealer, cheap isn't always better. That's all what I've heard. And the other place is besides you can get them to have a look at the source. Etsy's probably a better place because they're usually handmade, and you can find collectors and people that are a little bit more local. And your local rock shops are probably your best bet. Then you can go in and touch and feel them, and becoming a member of your mineral and gemstone club in your area is a really good way to connect with people. And you can go rock hounding yourself and find your own and dig your own in your local area. And don't discount just going to the beach and picking up those pretty pebbles, because they have the same frequency as going and getting them anywhere else. If you're drawn to it, chances are that's a good stone for you. Now, Teresa, you're going to do a meditation, but I want you to tell us a little bit about what you do. We haven't really talked about what we do in our businesses. So before you do your meditation, could you talk to us about what you do for your services and what services in your business you offer?
Okay, thank you, Rhonda. I have a couple of things that I offer. The newest thing is I do an angel question now. You ask me a question, and I'll type up to your email what the angels have answered to you. But I do Akashic readings. Those are so much fun. They're always an adventure. You don't have to come to me with a question. Sometimes your Akash has things it wants you to know and to show you. Or if you do have a question, it's like getting in the TARDIS and going backward in time, forward in time. It's just always an adventure. So, and my meditations. I got cool little meditations and personal ones too. So are you ready to meditate today?
Yes.
We're going to go.
Do it.
Going to the Cave of Creation. And I have borrowed this one. I first heard it from Dr. Amber Wolf, and then I heard it again through Cryon and Lee Carroll, and I've modified it just a tiny bit. So what we're all going to do together right now is we're going to do a special breathing. We're going to breathe in through the heart and out through the forehead, and then back the other way. So we're going to do 3 breaths like that. Are you ready? Inhale in through the heart. And exhale out through your third eye. Inhale through your third eye. And back out through your heart. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Inhale through your heart. Exhale through your third eye. Inhale through your third eye. And exhale through your heart. And 1 more time. Inhale through your heart space. Exhale through your third eye. Inhale through your third eye. And exhale through your heart. Now from here, we've been walking on a trail. We've got trees to our left and to our right. And as we come to a clearing, there's a huge mountain. And at that huge mountain, there's huge doors. And so together we're all going to step up the steps, and I'm going to step up to the door. And as this door opens, we ourselves are lighting up this huge, huge room. And on different sides, there's all kinds of doors. Some of the doors say how things work. And over there, you can find physics and science and all kinds of neat stuff. There's another door about history. You can learn about ancient civilizations you've heard of and many that you can't. There's a door called the past. There's a door called death. But look at that death door. There is no doorknob on there. There is no death. There's another door about relationships. There's another door about the future. The door we're going in today is the one called the past. So let's all stand in front of the door that says past. And it has your name on it, your past. So see your name, and then we're going to open that door. Open that door and let your light shine in that room. And look at all the levels, all the balconies. Everywhere in front of you is filled with crystals. One for each life you've ever had. Look at all of them. They're all 2 to 3 feet tall. These are big crystals. Some are lapis lazuli. Some are rose quartz, amethyst. I see turquoise over there, water tourmaline, beautiful fluorite, my favorite kyanite, and jaspers of all colors and spots. See them all. And I want you to right now approach one of them, the one that you feel called to approach, and stand in front of it. When you're ready, put your hands on this crystal to receive a message. You can touch it or you can hover your hands above it, but listen to the message from that lifetime that it has to show you. You can always come back here and spend more time. I want you to go find another one that calls to you, a different one this time. Walk up to it, and when you're ready, either put your hands above it or right on it and listen to what it tells you. It's got a message for you. Now step back, look around the room. Let's go to a different area of the room, maybe a more ancient past. Find another crystal there, put your hands on it, and see what message comes from that lifetime. Beautiful, all these messages of our past, all for us here and now. And so mark this in your mind. You can come back here anytime you want. You can open all the doors, even the doors that I didn't name, because they're all for you to name. And we're going to step back out through the door of the Cave of Creation. And we're going to continue out the door of the whole library. And I want you to see that there's a little tent over here to the left. And that tent is like a souvenir shop. Walk up to the tent now, and there's a crystal that you can pick and you can take home. And in real life, either you have this crystal or soon you need to find one just like it. So go into this tent and pick your souvenir. I want you to write in the comments which one you picked. And pick that up, hold it into your heart, and we're going to walk back to our trail. And when you're ready, stretch and open your eyes, and ground your feet, and we're ready to move on. Thank you. How was that?
That was beautiful, Teresa. Thank you so much.
I love those rocks.
Yeah, me too. Next, Bex Marie, and I'd like you to tell you about your services, Bex. She's going to share some crystal cards, which they're just amazingly beautiful. She's going to give one for the group reading, but first I'd like you to just talk about your services, Bex, and how you can get a hold of us. I know all of our contact information is in the comments above, but please give us a little insight of what you do, what's different with your cards.
Sure. So you can find me at Divinely Guided Inspirations with Bex Marie, where I offer intuitive card readings. I offer mini readings, which is basically past, present, future readings, as well as detailed readings that give you a more broader understanding of any situation you're going through. And it also includes pendulum questions to give you a little bit more clarity. And I really find that a lot of people have blocks when it comes to card readings because they're afraid that fear will come up or they'll hear things they don't want to hear. But I promise you that every message I deliver is delivered with love and light, and that I always tell you what you already know. It just gives you that confirmation, the clarity, and the peace to take the steps you need to take and to be able to move forward with your soul purpose. So if you're interested in a reading, please reach out and contact me.
Awesome.
And so for today, we're going to use the Crystal Oracle cards by Tony Carmine Salerno. They're absolutely gorgeous cards.
Beautiful.
And for the group, let's see what we get. We have Snowflake Obsidian.
Oh.
It's a very cool card.
Somebody picked Obsidian. I think that was Graceful Bird Jessica Rainkoff picked Obsidian. So that's pretty
nice.
cool. It's one of her ones.
All right, so I'm going to give you a little message. So just look at the picture of the stone. You can take in its energy. It's about empowerment and protection, ideas and talents. You have and talents that to date you have kept hidden, protecting and nurturing them within the fertile and loving landscape of your heart and imagination. And rightly so, for the last few years have been like an incubation period, a time in which you have subconsciously been collecting creative fuel to be used at a later date. Well, that time has now come. You will soon begin to express and empower your ideas and inspirations as you discover practical applications for them in the physical world. It is time for you to shine, so don't hold back any longer. I think that's such a perfect card, just even for this year.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
We're really all stepping into that, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
We've got a couple. We can pick a couple of people who'd like to do have a card. So if anybody wants to quickly just comment if they'd like you to pull a card for them, Jessica, I'll just wait for that. But Jess Neri picked Smoky Quartz on her way out in the tent, and
Nice.
Tig Shalane Uzona picked Fire Opal. I'd like one of those.
Ooh,
Casey
pretty.
McCauley picked Rose Quartz, and Beth Combs Hawkins says that it turns out her meditative self couldn't decide either. So that was pretty funny.
Go back again
That's
another
awesome.
time.
Let's see. Casey McCauley would like one. Can you pick a
Sure.
card for her? I'm trying to pick people
Absolutely.
that I didn't get last time. And Melody Gallagher would like one as well. And Tig would too. So I picked 3 for now, and we'll see if we've got enough time.
So Casey McCauley, you got the Aquamarine card.
Oh.
That's about moderation, energy, tolerance, gentleness, compassion, feminine, and goddess. Whether male or female, you can overcome a current conflict by reflecting upon and applying moderation, tolerance, gentleness, and compassion. These qualities are not weaknesses, rather they are strengths. So it's really about calling upon your inner goddess energy, your inner divine feminine, and really allowing her to flow through and ripple out to everyone around you in every situation that you're facing right now.
Very
So
nice.
that's a really beautiful card.
Beautiful card.
Okay, so who's next?
And Melody Gallagher, please.
Hers just flew right out, so
Oh,
this
good.
is a good one. Yeah,
I like those flying ones.
I do too. She got rutilated quartz, which
Oh,
is such a beautiful
I
one.
love them.
Vibrational healing, higher mind, and reconciliation. You are subconsciously receiving loving vibrations and loving thoughts from someone connected to your past. An episode or conflict that hurt you emotionally is now being healed and reconciled by the power of forgiveness and unconditional love.
Wow.
That one gave me goosebumps.
oh, that's a
That was
beautiful.
good.
It's a beautiful
That
stone.
is.
I love meditating with rutilated quartz. I just
That
love
is
that.
gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now Tig Shalana
All right,
Ozuna
Tigger.
Pega.
She got pyrite.
Pyrite.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I
Pyrite
love
is
pyrite.
good. So
Yeah.
sparkly. I love sparkly.
Fool's gold, but no fools here.
No. All right, let's see what this is. Emotional balance, psychological strength, relationships, and protection. You may be feeling emotionally unbalanced at present because you have allowed yourself to, at least partially, believe another's critical judgments of you. This malicious criticism was directed at you by someone who falsely believes that they will gain something by belittling you. This is going to help you strengthen yourself psychologically and emotionally. So it's really about being able to separate yourself from others' beliefs and to stand in your own power and stand in your own beliefs of who you are at a soul level. That's the only thing that matters.
We got time for one quick one, Donna Lewis, and then we'll have to say our goodbyes.
Sure. Ooh, she got my favorite. She got amethyst.
Oh, amethyst.
Love, 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 love.
Love, love, love. I pull up my points here.
I love my amethyst.
Me too.
Spirituality, positive transformation, and meditation. You're being urged to embrace your shadow side. Take an inventory of all those aspects of yourself that you are afraid to show the world because you perceive them to be bad or inadequate. Meditate on those qualities. Acknowledge them. See how they serve both you and others. Then love them and bring them into your heart. When you realize that every aspect of you serves a purpose, there will be no need to deny half of who you are. Just be yourself and understand that there's nothing in your life to fix. That was really cool.
Very beautiful.
I really like that.
What you think there, Teresa? I love those cards. Those cards are gorgeous.
I love those cards. But I want to tell you guys one thing about Bex's readings that I particularly love. Sure, she could read you what the card means, and that's awesome, but she's got these intuitive messages that are so gentle and so loving. You feel like she knows you. You feel like you can trust her. It's just so comforting. I can't describe it. So check out
For sure. I know we get the benefit of her. Usually she gives us a little card before our shows, and we had a great one today. I got a couple of announcements before we close up. Want you to know that we're here next week again for our 5th episode, and we're going to be talking about essential oils, but we're going to talk about kind of how they work, a little different twist on them, like how do they work and how do they actually affect us, and that we'll be doing that with Claire Sajak next week. Also, I wanted to remind you that tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. PST. Janelle Cameron will be here all the way from Australia with the Cosmic Ascension Report, and I'm sure it'll be a really great one this week because we've got that full moon coming up on Tuesday. Is that her Monday?
Wednesday.
I don't know. Anyway,
eclipse,
and the solar eclipse, and so it's a solar
Lunar
eclipse, and it's also a blue moon because there's 2 moons, full moons this month. So that's pretty cool. In the meantime, I want to remind you guys, if you haven't joined the Akashic Academy group page here, do that. You might want to look into joining our Akashic Academy and download a copy of the Akashic magazine. And anything else, Teresa? Because you remember more things than I do most of the time. Is there anything else you want to remember? Like us up and share it. Oh, yes. Our winner from last week. Winner from last week.
Oh, there you go. The winner that gets a reading with me.
And Solar Monday. And you know who you are. We'll be getting a whole touch with you. She shared it out. So if you don't share out now, we wait till like that day. And we will, so the most shares get a reading with Bex next week. So please share it out, like this up, heart it up. If you'd like readings with either Teresa or Bex or a healing session with myself, our contacts are in the thing. We have, it's all, not outrageous amounts. So, and we do a lot of healing. We can heal anyone across the road, give readings across the world. I had a great one with Russell Hayter the other day, a great healing session. And he was in New Zealand. It was so much fun.
And he was one of our winners. Awesome.
Yeah, another one of our winners. And I just want to thank everyone for coming. I just love you all for being here, and have a light-filled week and a blessed week. And join us all together for wishing for peace on this big full moon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, my friends.
Namaste.
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 Namaste.